that's so hard to do, not just conditioning on your body, but mentally and what you bring to the team for those 20 minutes. You're just not used to doing it, but Steve did tell us we've been
out of the timeout. There wasn't any motion. There wasn't anything probing or penetrating. Broder
takes over and knocks down 6-8 points. Hasn't had that per se, but he's been consistently
on Columbia that realized how far down the shot clock it wound. Penn can go back in front. Broder to the rim.
Silky directing traffic. Here's Woods. Beautiful bounce pass inside to
play. Dropped inside for Broder all the way in, and he ties the...
Excuse me, Penn does. So if you open the court for these guys, they'll take advantage of it. Right there.
Woods with the crossover. Sets up Broder. Yes.
That deserve to be on my team, but this Penn team tonight has played like they want to end that Big Five streak of Villanova.
3.5 minutes to go.
Oh, there's a good cut. All
Broder
night.
hangs and hits.
Down this many, you got to make them all. 59-35. And this large deficit is due largely to the last 3.5 minutes of the first half. They can find Broder inside for an easy
goal and doesn't get the bounce. Silpy
fumbled ball, and here's Silpy the other way. Woods for Silpy again. Broder not getting shots and not getting opportunities, and here's another 3-point.
Shot clock cut in half. Broder, they got caught late. Might have traveled. Shot clock down to 6. Woods, extra kick out. Silpy, wide.
Look who Steve Donahue's going with right now. Two guys that have given him real energy tonight. And Rothschild.
That's Goodman. That's Rothschild. Woods into the paint. Open look for Wong.
All right, so Washington will inbound. Here's Woods in the paint. Cut off. Wong for 3. Good. And now a turnover off the missed shot. And here come the Quakers. They'll fire again. And again.
The assignment.
Woods leaves it down low for Simmons, who
wear down Penn a little bit, get into the shot clock. Because again, Woods, Goodman, Broder, these guys log a ton of minutes. You're at the end of a long season, making them work a little bit more, taking them out of an offensive rhythm. Woods soaring to the back. Penn's got to do that. They've done it for the most part today. They've got 6 threes on the day, but haven't made one in the second half. Broder needs a touch inside. Instead of
bombing violation in 1955. Rothschild forced off the block on that catch. Now Woods puts it Ivy League Player of the Year, but a turnover won't help his case. Woods slashing in. Aggressive move by Woods. There's Antonio Woods. He's been looking for his shot in the early going, and that's my day, right? He's thinking about jacking one up from the corner. Woods, the C's in 19.8 a game, so you know it's out there. But I think Penn has done a good job of challenging without fouling. It's kind of spinning sideways. Why not Antonio Woods? 3s and 6 possessions to bring them back into the game. A couple late shot clock possessions for Yale. Penn, see if they can answer. Woods, a 3-team tie, and then Penn would win anyways. I think if Penn sweeps, they're in. Penn feels pretty good about that. I believe that they are in. I have that right.
Down front court. Far side is Silpy. Broder up top, and good. And another throw. Steve Donahue staying with his lineup. As Woods hits for
get out and try and get something in transition before Columbia. Columbia's had their share of overtime, including a triple overtime thriller against Harvard. Woods muscles Kirkwood on him. Woods trying to find room, gets it in, and a little beat up. 8 seconds. Woods steps back.
Quakers and the Lions both looking to bounce back after falling on Friday night. Here's Goodman. And look at the regroup here with Woods. 9 on the shot clock. Woods the step back 3.
Plays.
Speaking of making plays, Mr. Consistent, as well as Goodman.
Trying to establish more of an offensive identity around Matt Morgan and Jimmy Boeheim as guys from Penn got back.
I thought Rose was going to pull it out and sort of reset the offense and wait for his teammates. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Rose with 2 today. Alston has been quiet in this first half. Only 20 points for the Owls in the first half.
The guy who averages 20 is not near on pace.
2 on the shot clock. Woods lets it
In tight. Woods working his way in, muscles in, and Wong with the weak side board. And fortunate right there. Princeton getting that deep possession. Woods all the way in and foul. That should have been Princeton ball. Woods into the lane, spins it up. Woods absorbs contact and
To finish second in the league this year, Princeton in 4th. But I think Princeton's surprising some people around the league with how well they've been playing.
Rothschild backs out. Now Woods. Shot clock to 10. The left. Rothschild operating at the top. To the lane. Lefty's back in the mix. Woods gets a screen in the lane. Scoop layup. Here's the flip to Woods. Woods penetrating.
Crowd starting to get into this one. 8 seconds to shoot. Hilaire puts it on the ground. Here comes Woods. Woods changes gears to the rim.
Good slip. They got him again.
Silpy with the shot fake sets up Woods. It blocked from behind by Wong.
Here he comes.
Antonio Woods with the left hand.
Oh, good cut.
Woods with the left hand.
Good
Takes
cut.
the ball. Puts the foul.
They won't double him. Look at that. Look at that.
Nothing there. Back out to the perimeter. Here's a drive and a layup. The rebound back down.
Yeah, he couldn't keep his arms up on that one. Give Silpy credit for cutting it off.
Woods alone for 3. Bang. On the inbounds.
Rothschild comes all the way up, and Eddie Croswell doesn't trail him. There's the problem.
Woods drives right down the lane and back since. The backdoor cut. Silpy, but guarded well by Beatty. And now Woods goes back.
Attack. Get closer to that 3. There we go. Woods a backdoor cut and a reverse. 6 seconds to shoot for Woods. Woods does it himself all the way.
But they're playing without Seth Towns and without Ryan Bentley. I mean, this league is only going to get better as a lot of these guys are.
3 minutes into this one, it's 7-4 Penn with the lead. This is Cambridge, one of the premier shot makers in the league. Obi Akoli, recently 1,000-point score. Brown looking to cut back into Penn's lead, which now stands at 4. 8 seconds to shoot for Cambridge. Watch out, a pull-up.
Off on the screen, and then nobody really went out and contested that open jumper.
Cambridge trying to pass it to DeWolf down the stretch. Bears just never able to cut into the deficit. Cambridge, long 3. Get up the floor here. 25 seconds to go. Time ticking away. Cambridge, up fake. Takes the 3. No good.
Did it, and I think James Jones changing that up, trying to get a little more aggression defensively. That's it. Ball comes back to him. He knocks it down, opens it up to a 19-point lead. Oni.
Momentum behind the women's basketball team. It's Oni working from the post. That in and out. And Silpy. Oni going right at Woods. Over the top of him. Misses. And Penn a chance to tie.
He is applying on Aiken and offensively, that time showing off the three-point range. Knockdown threes. He has been fantastic in the post, and then defensively, again, just solid. And he's going to go down as one of the all-time greats in Penn history. He has just been that good. Stripped away young men about life, and they're prepared when they leave here. Both these programs do a great job, but that is huge for Tommy Amaker, educating these young men.
You get a sense talking to him. He's just got a twinkle in his eye when he goes on and on about the meaningful moments he shares with these kids. His step-back jumper.
Doesn't get finished, but then gets Wong on a bullet pass who finishes with two hands. Now Wong with 6. That's a walk. Kirkwood missed it.
Here's Pierre-Louis.
Part of Temple's offensive array so far in this game. 0 for 3. They haven't taken one in their last 12 attempts down the floor. This is the guy who can do it with the ball.
Pierre-Louis peeks up at the shot clock. It's under 10. A little bit of a traffic jam. Confidence that you can see from Penn that's carried over from the first half.
I think the deal with winning against...
Oh, Flackby with the rebound. That's 11 rebounds for a Flackby.
Watch him crowd. Pascal, good defense.
Pascal came up short. Offensive rebound for Samuels. The kick out and that three goes over the back.
Got off to a very slow start. The problem is this is a much better team than LaSalle.
The fouls.
And remember, Goodman was a plus 13 in the first half when he was on the floor.
Pascal too strong.
Still don't need a 3.
Pascal to Bay in the corner. Line drive 3 won't go. Tipped.
As it is.
Well, they won the league last year for the first time since 2007. Primo back in with 4 fouls. Tough pass for Booth. Broken up by Woods. And a foul call.
A great dime by Rothschild.
Booth goes one-on-one. Stripped away by Antonio Woods.